Okay, the fighters are coming in. First one in the ring, Jorge Angat from Oxnard, California. He has 11 wins, 1 loss, 2 knockouts. This is scheduled for 9 rounds, and as you heard earlier, this is for the World Super Featherweight Championships. World Super Featherweight Championship, 130-pound class, scheduled for 9 rounds. Tom Schlesinger, again the referee. We're waiting for last-minute instructions. We'll go into round 1, scheduled for 9. Just kind of a side note, Marianne, it's unusual that you have this many rounds. We have not had a knockout yet. I've seen knockouts happen in the first 10, 30 seconds of the first round.
Is that right?
Well, I think it's an indication these guys are in great shape. They're obviously looking forward to these kind of fights. As the sport has progressed, I think they've become very good, not just offensively, but defensively.
I spoke to both of these fighters before the show started.
Oh, gee, that's right. You had an interview with them.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice guys. Most of these fighters, as you notice, were very quiet. They're very reserved.
Yes.
Show a lot of respect towards one another. And then when that bell goes off, as it just did, this is their profession. That's what they're here for. Okay, we're into early round 1. This is for the World Super Featherweight Championship. Imagine that, a world title. As you can see, we're at the Imperial Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh.
Fighters clash over in the corners. Keeping in mind now we're early into round 1. A warning has just been given out by Tom Schlesinger. Watch the knees. To your left, Jorge Angat. To the right, and now with his back to you, Dave Johnston from Albuquerque, New Mexico. George is from Oxnard. Very similar records. Wait a minute. We're going to have a mandatory count. Good shot. Left round kick. George comes back hard. Dave over in the corner. World title, this is a 130-pound class. Ooh, nice left. Okay, yeah, that was round 1. Let's do it. Give him a hand. Scheduled for 9. Here we go. We've got some slow motion to watch along with you. Now watch this takedown. Just walked straight into that left. Bam. Was winding up to try to throw in a kick. His opponent steps inside, puts out the left, down you go. That was close enough. At that point, George was cut. Could open up a cut in his mouth. You having a good time?
Yes. George Angat was, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He was trained by Refugio Flores.
Right, who was a world champion. That's
yes.
Right.
And I'm sure he learned lots of good things from Refugio.
I know that he has, and all he wants to do now is to be able to utilize those in the ring.
Yes.
Ooh, walked right into spinning back kick. No, George says no big thing. No problem. Right roundhouse kick misses. Left into the leg. George Anglat's a tough little kid. Coming inside, good timing, rhythm, balance. Kicks off the kicks and then tries to get inside of the leg so that he can pop with the right and left hands. So far, he's pressing the fight. Johnston backing off a little bit, trying to figure out what am I going to do with this kid. Oh, another overhand right by Angat. Angat, as you noticed in that first round, got caught by surprise. Now he seems to be pressing the fight. Not out of anger. You can just watch his face. He's very professional. Just settling in. Let's see what we can do with Johnston. Fighters clinch. Uppercut by Angat. In close. Keep in mind now, this is the World Super Featherweight Championship, 130-pound class. Spinning back kick by Johnston. Glanced off the elbow. Could have been a devastating body shot. Both fighters clash, and that's the end of the round. Fighters go to their corners, and they get another hand. Very appreciative crowd. We've got a slow-mo coming up, and let's take a look at this in the monitor. See that overhand right, and then followed by a left. That put Johnston a little bit on Dream Street. Decided to walk back. Angat, I think this round, no question, wanted to show some aggression. Johnston coming back, and it looks like the end of our slow-mo. And the round girl comes by. We're going into round 3. This fight, of course, is scheduled for 9.
Is it usual to have 9 rounds for a super featherweight championship, or is that a lot?
The rounds are determined by whether it happens to be a world's championship. The rounds can be anywhere from 3 to 9. 9 rounds normally signifies that it's the United States or a world championship fight.
I see.
Okay, bell has rung. We are into round 3 now, scheduled for 9, as you say. Again, this is a world championship fight. Hook kick, Johnston misses. With his back to it, well, they'll switch around on me. I'm going to try to identify the fighters for you once more. Of course, they're circling. Ooh, Johnston just took a hit, combination hit, right above us. He seemed to survive it all right. Once more, Jorge Angat seems to be pressing the fight. Johnston looking back, forth, up, down, trying to figure out what he wants to do with this opponent. George seems very confident at this point. Fighters clash. Just sitting here listening to these blows is incredible. Angat pressing on the inside, got inside of the kicks. Rather obvious, Johnston has the reach advantage. Dave just seems a little confused at this point. He's not quite sure what he wants to do with this man. That is Dave Johnston. Charges in, 2 quick shots, neither make heavy contact. Round 3, and there's the end of the round. Yep, that's the end of the round. Round 3, scheduled for 9, World Super Featherweight Championship, coming to you from Imperial Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Seemed like Jorge Angat did not want to stop the round.
No, he just he figures, oh, why don't we just run them all together? Who needs a break?
When I spoke to Dave Johnston...
We've got some slow-mo, excuse me. Yeah, let's take a look at the monitor. No question, George is pressing. He seems to be the aggressor. That first, oh, look at that beautiful right over the top. Into the corner, right-left combinations. A couple of those shots left, and that might have been it.
Well, when I talked to Dave Johnston, I asked him when he started training for this particular fight. He said when he was 9 years old.
Yeah.
He said it goes on and on. I mean, everything goes together. But this is the fight he's been waiting for, he said.
This is the one he really wanted. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, again, we must keep in mind that these fighters have worked their way up, perhaps from childhood. They went through the traditional karate world, the self-defense aspects of martial art training, eventually got up to brown or black belt, became of age. I like to think of it as very similar to what happens in Olympic boxing. The Olympic boxers, yeah, they graduate from that and turn pro. And that's basically what these fellows go through, the amateur, traditional, and then finally get into professional. Okay, we're back to the fight. I think what we'll probably find is Dave's people talk to him over in the corner. They're trying to figure out exactly what they want to do against George, and that's not an easy matter. I thought the first, look at that, yeah, he says, come on, let's fight, But Dave says, no, I got plenty of time. He may have thrown me off the first couple of rounds, but I think his corner people have talked to him, and let's see if they're going to try a little bit of a different strategy now. The first couple of rounds didn't seem to be working that well. George comes right back. I don't know what they told him in the corner, but it was something. There's that overhand left. This round looks just a little bit different. Let's see if we can watch now and see what kind of strategy they came up with for Dave. There's a leg kick. Oh, beautiful! Oh, the right! Yes! It was a kick. Walked right into it. Right roundhouse kick. It looked like just a solid shot. Hit right up the side of the head. Dave Johnston. That's it! That's it! That's it! Really, they talked him in the corner. Yes, indeed. There's a typical example of how your cornermen can help you. We're coming into the slow-mo. There's our slow-mo, Marianne. Now watch this. There's that overhead right roundhouse kick landed straight up the side. In comes George. He never even knew it hit him. I don't think he even saw it come, Marianne. It just stuck up on his right side and bam, was in there. We were talking about, and the guess was that something that Dave was doing over in the corner. They talked with him. Yeah, and had him...
you know, what's interesting too, I think, is that he has a very graceful way about him. I noticed when he was, I don't know what it's called, when he was doing his kicks, he was doing it in a very graceful way.
Very
obviously
long,
very powerful
person. Yeah,
also.
and extremely powerful. We're going to go back to the slow-mo. Here comes this knockout. Now watch this carefully. It's a right roundhouse kick. I don't even think George saw it. Bam!
Ooh.
I don't think he ever saw it come. That's the idea of a roundhouse kick. It came up over his left. He's just throwing that right. He doesn't even know what happened. Boom. Down and out. No question. I don't think he ever saw it come.
No.
One of the great aspects of, excuse me, I think the ring announcer is going to have an official announcement. I think they have the time. The time of the knockout, etc.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner by a TKO in 2 minutes and 7 seconds of the fourth round, Mr. Dave Johnston.
Dave Johnston. There he is. He's the world super featherweight champion. That's got to be a thrill. He's just a young man.